Hi everyone, this video is for week 9, hard to believe, for English 103. And the semester is rapidly moving. We're over halfway, yahoo! We are entering into this week our final major writing assignment, our major project, our major essay, whatever you want to call it. You're going to be submitting the final draft for the rhetorical analysis, so hopefully you are pretty much done and just in the revision kind of tweaking stage of that, maybe editing. You're uploading that, but this week's focus is really looking forward now to our final project, which is an informative research essay. So the activity this week, of course, will be to upload the rhetorical analysis, your final draft. But it is really, the other one is focused on brainstorming and taking a look and exposing you to some databases for research for this final project. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to take a look at our Moodle page. We are in week 9, as I said before, and you can see in resources, I have given you kind of a sneak peek of the informative research instructions and grading rubric. If you want to see what's coming, in other words, the final essay and what the criteria will be, those kinds of things, it's all in there. You can look in there. And then I also have resources for using library databases. So if you need a little extra tutelage on what databases are or how they work, that kind of a thing. As I mentioned before, the first assignment, the first thing that's going to be due is the rhetorical analysis essay submission. This is the final one. This is where I'm using the grading rubric and the final draft. So it should be at the highest level that you possibly can. Make sure you have adhered to those instructions, including headings. For this one, it is a very highly structured essay format. Upload that. The second activity is you are going to be exploring database sources, and it's a worksheet I want you to do. When you click into this assignment, I've given you a video kind of explaining what it is and what to do. I've also provided 3 different videos focusing on different aspects of the databases. Now I want to clarify, right now we are in the brainstorming stage, which means I want you actually using the databases as a brainstorming tool to search out some topics that may be of interest to you. Ultimately, for this essay, you are going to have to do research on an aspect of a topic and inform the reader about it. I recommend that you pick a topic that you're interested in. Otherwise, it's a lot of reading, a lot of researching on something. If you're not interested in it, it becomes more difficult. The purpose of this assignment is twofold. I want you to get exposure to our databases here at SMC, but also use those databases to kind of help trigger a topic that you want to research and find more about, or find more information about it. This video really kind of explains a little bit more. That's me talking to you, of course. Each of these videos focus on specifics within the databases, how to do an advanced search, what to do with results of an advanced search, how to look for informative essay topic ideas. Now, I recommend that you actually start with this third one, especially if you don't have any idea of what topics may be of interest to you. This is a great one that kind of walks you through picking or looking through them for topics that may be of interest for you. All 3 of these particular videos are done by Jen Zimmer, our reference librarian. So in the worksheet, I do reference presentation. Normally what would happen is, quite often in my face-to-face classes, we would take a day, go over there, or she would come into the classroom and she would talk with my students and do a presentation. What I've done for the online course and for my other courses now is In the worksheet, I still refer to it as a presentation, but really what I'm talking about are these 3 videos. So when you go to do the database worksheet, you are going to be answering and filling in information for these 4 questions. One of the questions is list 2 of the database names out of the 4 main ones Jen showed you during the presentation. I'm talking about within the videos right there. That's what I'm talking about. Describe the process of how to access one of those 4 databases by writing a list of step-by-step instructions for someone to use to get to that specific one. Be very specific in these instructions. I should be able to look at those instructions, follow your instructions step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, and get right to the database. So again, you're going to want to watch all 3 of those videos for it to count as the presentation in order for you to answer all 4 of these particular questions. This is an interactive worksheet. It's in Microsoft Word, so that just means you simply click in, do your typing, and then save as a Word document, of course, and then upload it. As I said before, you're going to need to watch all 3 of them to be able to answer the 4 questions. After you've done the worksheet, within the worksheet, I'm actually asking, okay, what items did you find a topic of interest, that kind of a thing. That is the goal. The goal right now is for you to do some brainstorming and think about, okay, what topics are of interest. And then you're going to, eventually you're going to list the topic and then what areas you're going to cover within that topic. And then of course, create a thesis, that type of thing. I believe that's it for this week. Focus on submitting that rhetorical analysis final draft for grading, and then upload the database worksheet assignment. One bonus feature I'm going to offer, so for those of you who actually watch my video and read my announcements that I send out, I noticed some students do not have a score for the H5P videos. The H5P videos are those little black box ones. I went back in and I looked and I forgot to close the window on those. So they're all still open. So if you have not done them in past weeks, that would be week 1 through 8. If you haven't done those, you still have opportunity to quickly go back, do that quiz, you get full credit. There's no late penalty on it because I never closed the window. I'm going to go in and pop zeros in this week, probably Tuesday. I'm going to be popping in zeros for anybody who didn't do the old H5Ps. Now remember, this is only weeks 1 through 8. And then that made lower grades quite a bit. So if you want to avoid that, 2 things. 1, make sure you got a grade in old weeks 1 through 8, old H5P videos. If you have a grade, you did everything right. You're on track. Don't even worry about it. You can ignore this. But if you don't have a grade in the old ones, then go in and complete those videos before Tuesday so that there's a score in there. Because if there's a score in the gradebook for it, I don't override it. What I do is I pop in zeros for any empty ones for those old videos. Now remember, I'm not talking about the new ones coming up, so don't worry about those ones. These are only ones that were contained weeks 1 through 8. So that's an opportunity, I guess, a bonus opportunity for you. I hope everyone has a happy Halloween and stay safe. Make sure you reach out to me with questions, comments. If you need a conference, make sure you pop in my office time or make an appointment. Happy to meet with you. But the rapid movement of the semester, you know, we are almost to the end. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we are rapidly coming in because this is our final major project. You'll have some minor writing assignments, but that major essay will be the last really big grade that goes in the grade book before the end of the semester. Hope you're all safe and well. Reach out with any questions or concerns.